Today, we're going to build Luke's Landspeeder using 21 Lego pieces.
These are all the pieces you are going to need. In the description of this video, I left the piece names, count, and design IDs.
We're going to start with this 2x3 plate with the rounded end. And the next thing we're going to do is we want to kind of cover that hole in the front of my 2x3 plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a 2x2 round plate in this light bluish gray color and just put it on those front two studs so that it goes over to here to cover up the front. So what we do is when we put that on, it's a nice smooth fit. And you can see how it kind of nice rounds out the end there. And now we need to extend it back. And to extend it back, we're going to grab a 2x2 plate, just a standard 2x2 plate, and put it on through those back two studs. And once we have that on, if you turn it around, you see you've got this little overhang. I can get another 2x3 plate, but this time it's just a standard 2x3 plate with 4 straight ends. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those 2 plates or studs in the front underneath and connect it like this. And for the back 4 studs, I'm going to grab a 2x2 plate in this dark red color because we're trying to get the multi-colors, the abuse that this poor farm boy speeder has, because he can't get a new speeder every couple of years or a fresh coat of paint every month. He's struggling for money with this moisture farm on Tatooine. So we want to really get that rugged look of the brutal Tatooine environment on these vehicles. So the next thing we're going to do is after we've got the base of our vehicle, we're going to kind of continue the rounded end. And to get that rounded end, we're going to get 2 of these pie pieces, these quarter tile pieces. And what I want to do is I want to have the flat ends in the center and on the bottom so it rounds with the front. So when I do that to both ends, we keep that nice rounded front of the speeder. So you can kind of see how the front of the speeder is complete, nice and smooth. And behind that, I'm going to grab a 2x2 tile piece in this tan color, and it's going to go over the round plate and the square plate like this to make a strong connection so we've got a good, strong build. And the next thing on these 2 studs on my gray plate, I'm going to grab a 1x2 jumper plate in this medium tan color and just put it right there over that gray part of the studs exposed. And behind that, I'm going to grab 2 1x1 plates with ring. And the 1x1 plate with ring is where we're going to create those engines. So what we're going to do is behind that jumper plate, put 1 plate, ring plate here, hang over the side, on the other side. Now it's like 2 across, and we've got engines on the side. And we still have these back 2 studs. And those back 2 studs, I'm going to grab another 1x2 jumper plate in this medium tan color and just put it across the back. And now the bottom or the body of our speeder is complete. Now we're kind of build it up and give it more details and build those engines. Well, on that front jumper plate, I'm going to grab a cheese wedge slope, a translucent clear cheese wedge slope. And I'll put it so it's sloping from the back down to the front to give that windshield look of our speeder. And on those ring plates, those plates of the rings, I'm actually going to get a kind of like a brass or a gold 1x1 round plate and put it on the left to represent C-3PO. And I'm going to get a 1x1 white plate to represent Luke Skywalker. And now this is actually a Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar design, and I would like to kind of rework it a bit, but for this tutorial I want to do it because of what comes next. For the 3 engines of the Advent Calendar, they did 3 different styles. So I'm doing this tutorial video so you can kind of see 3 different ways to make the engine, and then I'll do another video where I kind of like modify it to how I would like it to look. But for the first engine, for the top engine, I'm going to grab a 1x1 tile clip and just put it on top so the clip is facing this way towards the front. And then I'm going to get this 1x1 cone with bar. And I'm going to put that 1x1 cone with bar where the bar goes into the clip like that. So we're putting the ring clip into the bar. And there's one engine. That's the top engine. Now another engine they designed for this thing is on the left by C-3PO. And what they do is they got 2 1x1 round plates. So the first 1x1 round plate with open stud goes into the back of my ring. The next thing they did was get a 1x1 tile clip with the bar holder, with the 1L bar holder, and they put that onto the 1x1 plate with hole. Now, this is why you put the bar. The next 1x1 round plate, remember I said we had 2 of these, is going to go backwards. So the stud, the open hold stud, is actually going to go into that bar handle like this. So the wider end is the back is like the engine. So there's one type of engine, there's a second type of engine, and then the third type of engine that's right by Luke Skywalker is just a 1x1 cone piece. And they stuck that cone piece on the back of the ring, the 1x1 plate ring, and here it is, their Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar Landspeeder, and the 3 different ways to make an engine. And I'm looking forward to now doing my version of how I would like it to look.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe or check out some of our other videos. Until next time, let's keep building together.